What's up, YouTube? Make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you new, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that like button and hit that notification bell so you can get my videos when they drop. And make sure you share my videos with everybody. And before I get into this video, I know y'all seen that post that I had made, and I was talking about that I wasn't gonna make no more Nipsey videos, but everybody wanted me to keep continuing to do so. So I was like, shit, I'm gonna go on ahead and keep pushing the line. Now, this video about Kid Flashy, and before I get off into it, I just want to say that I caught him in a lie. I feel like he was lying. I feel like he was coerced into I feel like he was coerced and coached into saying everything he said just in case, if somebody interviewed him. I feel like in this interview, I felt like this wasn't an interview to him. This was an interrogation, because in my eyes, this is how he answered the questions that was posed to him. And there was a few things that stood out to me, and I'm gonna address some of those things. Like, when he was asked the question, when he started off, he stated that he was in the barber shop as if that was his sole purpose for being at the Marathon Plaza that day, And then he went on to the Marathon store and bought two hoodies or whatever, and he came out and everything went down. That's what he stated. If you go back and listen, that's what he stated. He was in the barbershop, then he went to the Marathon store, and when he came out of the Marathon store, everything went down. Now remember what I just said. Because afterwards, after he was questioned again in an interview, he said that he was questioned about whether, what was Nipsey and Shitty Cuz apparently talking about. And he said the conversation seemed like it was a heated conversation, and that Shitty Cuz was standing up there with a Hispanic chick. And was it a Hispanic chick? I'm not sure if he said that. I believe it was. But anyway, the conversation was a heated one, so he wanted to approach about a picture, so he didn't approach, so he backed off. So then he went to Monster Burger to get a sandwich. So after the Monster Burger, he went back into the Marathon store. So that meant he went into the Marathon store twice, because he said he went back into there. And he said while he went in there that Shitty Cuz had dipped around the corner. Okay. Now, I don't know how he seen Shitty Cuz dip around the corner when he was in the Marathon store, unless he was keeping tabs on him. Now, after he came out the Marathon store, he apparently went into the white BMW, his white BMW, the drop top, and he was sitting in there waiting till Nipsey got done taking pictures with everybody else. And then he said he hopped out the car, and then he went into pictures. And then he went and took a selfie with Nipsey, and he seen Shitty Cuz again while he taking the picture. And then after the picture, he said he passed Shitty Cuz, and he said that's when everything just popped off. Okay, he felt like something was gonna happen, and then he said probably about like 3 minutes, and everything popped off after right when he was passing him, or after he passed him. Now, my thing is this, okay? Remember, at first, when he was in the barbershop, he was in the barbershop, then he went to the Marathon store, and he said when he came out the Marathon store is when everything popped off. Then when he was questioned again, he said after he took the selfie and passed Eric Holder, because he got out his car, then took the selfie, then he passed Eric Holder, then the shit popped off. So which one was it? Was it when you came out the Marathon store, or was it when you passed Eric Holder from taking a selfie that the shit popped off? See, that was a quick lie right there, and I caught that shit immediately. Okay. Now, my thing is this. For one, you keeping tabs on Eric Holder. Everywhere Eric Holder go, you seem to know where he's at, and you seem to know what the conversation is. Just like the alleged getaway driver. Like back in the transcripts when she was saying that Nipsey told him you had to leave or whatever, he was saying the exact same thing. All this shit is coerced. All this shit is staged. He lying. This shit is bullshit. It's straight bullshit, and it's a lie. All you have to do is go back and listen. He said the shit popped off when he came out the Marathon store. Then he said the shit popped off after he took the selfie. That's a lie right there. He told a lie. And one, you up at the Marathon store, it's many people up there. You feel real comfortable. You feel real comfortable. You in Master Burger getting sandwiches. You in the Marathon store. Apparently you was in there twice. You in the barber shop. For one, your head bald headed. So what was you in the barber shop for? And it don't look like you have a beard. So what was you in the barber shop for? If you have a bald head, I'm gonna assume that you always had a bald head and you keep it bald. So there was no reason to be in the barber shop. Plus you knew you was coming to LA for an audition. So you knew you was gonna, you already had everything in order. Your grooming and everything. So what was your reason for even being in the barbershop? And who did you know off in there, And another thing is this. He was like talking about what Nipsey and what Black Sam drove. How would he even know this? How would he know what Black Sam drove? And if Black Sam's vehicle was up there, then that would mean Black Sam was up there. Now, that would contradict what Black Sam's grandma stated about him running out the house in the morning time. Unless this was in the morning time. But everybody is saying that it was around 3-something, 3:30 in the afternoon, 3:25 in the afternoon. So once again, when new information come out, everybody's stories is not together. Everybody's stories is not corroborating each other at all. Especially his. He lied. And it's plain, it's a bald-faced lie. You could clearly see. All you have to do is go back in the video and listen to what he said. That's all you have to do. And then here's another thing. He kept stressing, and nobody even asked him this, but he kept stressing that he was an actor. I'm an actor, and that's what I was there in LA for. Nobody asked you that. You just volunteered that information. Like I said, he treated this interview like an interrogation, like he was being interrogated by the police, which lets me know he was being coached. He already been coached on what to say. I immediately felt he was lying, and I know he was lying, and it's right there in the video, and it can't be changed, and that's just what it is, and this is what I do, and I don't play with it when I be doing this, because I be looking for this shit, and I be scrutinizing everything. And I analyzed the shit out the video, and that's what it was. And then he went on to say that he got Bruce and Kerry mixed up with each other. And he said that Kerry had a gun, and that apparently he returned fire. No. He did not return fire. If he would have returned fire, Shitty Cuz wouldn't have been able to kill Nipsey. Shitty Cuz shot Nipsey, then ran away, then came back and shot Nipsey for a second time, then ran away, then came back a third time and shot Nipsey. If somebody is shooting at you, you're not going to feel that comfortable to keep doing that. And then afterwards, you could clearly see on the video when the shooting started that Kerry tried to run. He failed because he was allegedly shot and he was on the ground. So you can see he wasn't doing no shooting. And another thing is this, if somebody's shooting at you, you're going to go the other way or whatever, and you're going to be ducking. Shitty Cuz politely stepped over Carrie and just nonchalantly jogged off. That's not a person that's being shot at. That's not the behavior of a person that's being shot at. And if he had just got shot at by Carrie, he would have blew his head off when he stepped over him and killed him. You know, it's apparent that the shooting was for Nipsey. That's who got it, you know? And if Carrie had the gun, which Kid Flashy said he did, then the only thing I could come up with is that Carrie shot Nipsey in the back of the head. If he was doing some shooting and had a gun, that's the only thing I could think of, because nobody protected Nipsey. Nobody was shooting at Shitty Cuz. He was comfortable. He did what he did. And he did it, and he was super comfortable while he did it. So yeah, you know, this dude really didn't you know, cross his T's and dot his I's, you know. That's usually what happens when a person lie anyway. You got to cover up the lie with another lie, and you don't be remembering shit, and you be speaking so fast and you forget shit. And when it's recorded, you got people like me that's going to analyze the shit out of it. You know, I ain't going to lie. I listened to the video probably about like 8 or 9 times, you know, because I didn't catch it the first time. I caught some things the first time, but I didn't catch that. And then after that, I caught it, and I was like, yeah, that's what it is, you know. And he lied. Clearly, he lied. That's what it was. So yeah, you know, I just want to know, how do he know? I wish I could have interviewed him, but this was a good interview. It was, you know, it was very informative. It was highly informative. You know, whether he lied or told the truth, it was highly informative because he brought some new information, which, you know, and we already figured that it was 2 shooters anyway, you know. But we know Carrie wasn't shooting at Shitty Cuz. We do know that. You know, but like I said, you know, and here's another thing. The BMW, whose BMW was this? Who owned it? It wasn't the rental car's BMW. So who owned this BMW? Where did you drop that BMW off before you headed back to New York? You know? And another thing is this too. When she was speaking with him during the interview, you know, you could tell he wanted to say certain things, you know. That's why he would just volunteer the information and blurt it out, because he wanted to shape and form the narrative which he put out there, you know. He definitely wanted to do that, you know. The acting thing, yeah, okay, whatever, you know. But like I said, y'all let me know how y'all feel, man. I already know how some of y'all feel, but y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments below, because this was complete bullshit, you know. You know, she did a good job on the interview, but he lied, you know. I just want to know how y'all feel in the comments below, you know. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, especially if you're new to my channel. Make sure you hit that like button and that notification bell so you can get these videos when they drop. And make sure you share my videos. Peace.